Welcome back to E04. And first of all, just at the start of the episode, I'd just like to thank everyone who's decided to subscribe and see notifications from the last couple of days, and everyone who's commented in the last few videos. Obviously, with the launch of a new game, it depends very heavily on the people playing the game to actually bring together all kinds of different tips, tricks, and advice about the game, really. So as everyone discovers, me, you, and everyone else in the comments, just like to thank you all really for providing your feedback. With that said, have you ever looked at an asteroid really closely? I mean, it's grey, it rotates, which is okay, I guess, but occasionally on asteroids, you will find something a little bit different. Like this. See the difference? See that little blue stuff coming off the side? Those are crystals. Now, this isn't mining, don't worry, it's not an EVE Online video. We won't be sitting here for hours on end listening to a noise that sounds vaguely like... Anyway, we have crystals. So if we shoot those crystals, just with our regular starting ship, nothing excessive, and fire, you'll see things come off it. And we hold down O, and those things will fly towards us and go into our cargo bay. Okay, and we'll continue to just shoot things, and more things will come off us. Now, if I go into my escape screen and go to player information and then inventory, you'll see a few things. You'll see crystals. Now, I've already got some Bandonite, which are the worst ones. They're worth 1,000 credits each, and I had 12 of them, so I got 12,000 credits. Well, those blue ones I just picked up are worth 10,000 credits each, and they're not even the best ones. So, 12 of those, and we got 120,000 credits for what you just saw. Okay, seems pretty good. Now, one thing to note, you will get something called unstable crystals from time to time. I'd recommend you drop them. Just right-click and drop all selected wares. They're illegal, essentially. So, unless you want to take, well, your own ship's life into your hands, that's something to do. So, let's see. I wonder if these crystals actually have a, sort of, well, I was going to say a lifetime, but I wonder if there's only a set amount on an asteroid. Is that just the small crystals now? It looks a bit smaller than when we first started. Let's see if that will actually give up any more. Oh, no more. Anyway, the colours you're looking for, purple is the worst, and it goes all the way up to white, which is the best. And to find them, when you're far away in an asteroid field, we're actually in Argon Prime here. Nowhere excessive, and no special equipment required. We're just south of Argon Wharf in this red zone, which is the mineral zone. You're just looking for sort of twinkle effects, and it'll be quite obvious. So let me just find... Oh, was that one? Yeah, right there. You see the center of the screen? Let me move my mouse out of the way. And let's head over there, and you'll see what I mean. So we'll head over there. And once you're close enough, they sort of just disappear because you can see things. There you go. Right there on the asteroid. That twinkle effect is more crystals. So we're going to go ahead in. And I'm going to boost in a little bit. And let's see what colour they are. Oh, the purple. Oh. Well, I guess we can pick them up any... Well, I don't want to use up my inventory space, I guess. These go into personal inventory, by the way, not ship inventory. That's why you go into your backpack. But I'm going to see if I can find some other colours and show you those. And then we'll show you how much you get for each one. So, 1,000 for purple, 10,000 for blue. And here we have some really light coloured ones, almost a white kind of colour. So let's get those as well. And let's hoover those in. Well, vacuum those. Well, we can't vacuum, we're in a vacuum. In any case, we've brought those in, called Burnite crystals. Okay, let's take a look at Burnite crystals. Inventory. Burnite crystals are 250,000 each. I just picked up 2.5 million worth of credits. Okay? Well, depends what actual... how much I actually sell them for, of course. That's what it says in the inventory screen. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what people will buy them for. In case these grow back, I'm going to drop a nav beacon here. Seems like a reasonable thing to do, doesn't it? One nav beacon. And let's just go onto this map screen, zoom in, and try and select the nav beacon without selecting me. Let's back up a little bit. Got to get out map screen for a second. There's the nav beacon. And full stop. There we go. We can select it now. Right click. And can I not information. I should be able to rename it in here. Yep. Burnite crystals. Of course, it depends whether they grow back. But at least I've marked it, and there is the cluster. Can we actually go in a little bit further? I'm not going to use boost at this range. I learned my lesson. I nearly rammed the station last time. And that looks like it's used up, but let's check anyway. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but that's used up. And I guess you could check the rock elsewhere. But now I'm going to head back towards the wharf because, you know, that would be a great payday for me if I go and do that. Is that the wharf? Looks like the wharf. Let's head over there. It's only 16 kilometers away as well. At least for me. This could be randomized in your world, of course. But I will show you the location on my map so you can have a look around. Again, apologies in advance because the map may be randomized and I can't predict what yours is going to be like. But there it is, just southwest on my map of... Oh, that's a satellite. Whoops. There it is, just west. Or rather, right over the highway. Okay, so let's just slow down. And let's see if we can get docking permission.
Docking granted.
Yeah, let's go in this way.
Identifying criminal vessels.
Oh, I really hope I don't have any of the contraband stuff. But let's head into the bay. Another quick tip that someone said. Now, if we wanted to go onto this bay on the right-hand side here, someone did say if you press Shift D again to ask for docking permission, it'll give you the closest bay you like, or at least, well, let's give it a try, shall we? Let's get a little bit closer and press Shift D again. Oops, and slow down. Yeah, so it will give you, if you press it twice, it will give you the closest bay, and of course you can put that right next to, whoops, the trader, so you don't have to walk everywhere. Successfully docked. Let's get up and head out.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Oh, you will be. Let's head over here and head up to our trader and see if this particular one will buy it. They might not do. There are often two different types of traders, by the way, on stations. One is a trader, one's a ship trader.
Hello.
In this case, regular trader.
Can I help?
Show me your wares. Will you buy that stuff? Crystals. You'll certainly buy this one. You'll buy them. Yeah, you'll buy all 10 of the Burnite crystals, I would have thought. Yep. 2.9 million credits. Why don't we sell the other ones as well? I mean, it's not going to be quite as good, but, you know. There we go. 3.15 million credits. Confirm? Oh my. We've got 4 million credits now. Good, good.
Good luck out there.
Okay, and yeah, good luck to you as well. So I'm going to save almost immediately. Can I jump these fences? Jump. Fence. This is terrible. Jump. Yeah, maybe not. I have seen people do that. Ah, there we go. Go over the top. Yeah, so I'm going to save, and then we're going to go looking for a few personnel. One is I want a captain for this ship, and we need to go and find one. Or at least hire one. Okay, so I've just gone and delivered a manager to our base over here. To do that, just hire someone as your captain or something. Someone on your current ship. Captain's easiest. Take them over to your base, i.e. on the ship, and get out your seat, and the captain will go and sit back down. Then you can go and talk to him and tell him to work somewhere else, just like we did in the previous episode with the pilot on board the other ship. You know, to blow it up and stuff like that. Just have a talk with him. Tell him he wants to work somewhere else and work on the station as a manager, and you'll get the mission complete. There's no voiced section, so I've not bothered about really doing that much on camera. I'm now going to head back and to go and get a new ship. And then what I probably will do before I get the new ship is I'll get another captain for this ship, or another pilot, whatever you actually want to call it, and we'll be able to use this as a scout when we transition over to a new medium-sized ship. From Argon Prime Wharf, we're then going to go and buy a ship, and it's time to upgrade our player ship, which will be pretty good, I think. We're going to go for the Cerberus. I did show you this last episode. Looks sort of like a tank, sort of. And that's hopefully how it's going to be actually in terms of protection for us. So we're going to load the minimum preset. Everything will be green, and we're going to go across the software, picking up docking computer, long range scanner, trading computer extension. So it's 1.189 million, but we're not finished yet. We're going to upgrade some various things. Upgrade the engines. So Combat Mark 1, that takes us 251 meters per second. We're currently 218, so that's already quite an upgrade. And Combat Mark 2, 303. Combat Mark 3 is 338. So Travel Mark 3. Okay, so Travel Mark 3, our travel speed is higher by quite a bit. But then our speed in regular out of travel speed is lower in travel versus combat. So i.e. when we're not in travel mode, we're supposed to be in combat, or rather in that kind of mode. And if we're in that kind of mode, we're able to go at higher speeds with the combat engine. But since most of the time we're traveling around rather than in combat, 322 is still faster than the Mark II combat, but we get a higher travel speed. And what's the boost speed like? Yeah, the boost speed is lower, the travel speed is higher. And I want that travel speed. So I'm going to go for the Travel Mark III, 325,000 just for that. Okay, so 1.8 million. Eek, this may be expensive. Thrusters. Combat Mark 1s. Okay, in fact, was that one of 2 engines? Actually, that does it for both, I assume. Yeah, you can't upgrade just one. It would just tilt to one side. That wouldn't be good. Thrusters. Okay, so Combat Mark 2s. So that changes the rate at which we can pitch and roll. And yaw. And Combat Mark 3s, again, 364,000. So we're at 2.1 million. Ooh, getting expensive. Shield generators. Ooh, there's more than one. So we can go up to Mark II shield generators all the way through. That's 2.3 million. Okay. And weapons, we have 2 medium weapons and we have 4 turrets. Okay, so the medium weapons, I'm just going to go for... shouldn't just matter while I'm actually doing this, so let's just go for beam emitters maybe. I'm just going to go for 2 of those. And then turrets, we'll have a look and go for... Let's just go for pulse turrets, shall we? Mark 1s. Okay, and 4. Now, apparently the turrets aren't great at the moment. Something to do with the AI not really able to track people. So we'll have them, but we probably won't have to. We'll be able to rely on them. Consumables. We could buy some repair drones. However, what I do actually want here are advanced satellites, and they are 100,000 credits each. Ooh, okay. I'm going to buy 4 of them. Well, 14. 4. Well, maybe 5. Yeah, 5. 3.184 million. So here, the advanced satellites are going to be the larger versions of our original satellites. More importantly, they're going to be useful for trading. Now, I'll come back to those in a little while. But nav beacons, I'm just going to grab a few of those. And some resource probes. Let's grab about 9 or 10 of those. And the same of these. That should do fine. 3.2 million. Laser towers, we can drop their deployables as well, so we could put those around our station. I'm not going to worry about it too much for now, and then I guess we could get some countermeasures, some flares. That will do for the moment, I think. Maybe some repair drones. Yeah, just a few repair drones. 12. 12 repair drones. Okay, and crew, can we actually, well, mandatory, okay. Fair enough. And service crew, I guess we can pick some up as well. Not sure what effect these will actually have, but let's pick up 3. And 3.4 million. That's an expensive ship for medium. But since we got those crystals, we can afford it. Add to shopping list. Confirm order. And our property screen hopefully should now have it on build. Yep, it's going to take 3 minutes, so we're going to skip forward until that happens. Can I actually see it being built if I get up? Nothing on this side, and I don't see anything on that side yet. Will it show up in the transporter room? If I head down here... No, it doesn't show up yet. It won't show up until built. So let's skip forwards. So I did just pop up here to our representative just to see if more stuff had opened up, and it had. So if we have a look at the blueprints, in the modules, you'll see an awful lot more selectable now, and it's a lot higher price for certain things. So, for example, we could get that luxury dock area I was talking about. Not that I need it right now. And all kinds of different production modules. So we'll have to get onto that at some point, but just know that they are here for purchase at the wharf. And now if I press Shift E, oh, we can now choose our Cerberus. Yeah, look at this. So this is a medium ship. Means we get 3 seats, I guess. And a captain already on board called Ace. Hopefully not Rimmer. Yeah. Okay, can we talk to you? I guess. Can I just use this? Yeah, you're going to get up. Oh, you even got a suit. Look at that. Well, someone's happy. Anyway, we're on board. So now we can take off in this ship. Fine. Before I do, however, I want to just go and grab another person. Oh, there goes our captain. Whoops. Sorry. I just want to go grab another person to go and crew the other ship so I can tell it to fly around. But I'll do that off camera. It's the same as we've previously done. With that done, I just wanted to show you something. We're in the dock, right? Yeah. So those are the docks left and right of us. This docking area is the docking area for our ship. It's on the ship itself. We're on a medium ship now. And when I say medium, I actually mean huge. So you can see the actual parts of the ship below us, but it helps to, well, give you a bit of more of appreciation. If I just go to the wharf, and we actually need a transporter room for our ship now, hop down onto the wharf and turn around. Yeah, this is our ship now. This is the medium ship compared to us. So the little one was a car. This one is a giant super tanker, and it's medium. So, yeah, just a brief note. One other thing is, yes, we've got a docking area, and yes, it fits a small ship, like our starter ship. So, if we wanted to, we could tell our starter ship to come dock with our current ship. And I guess we could buy a large ship and tell this ship to dock onto the large ship and the small one to dock onto this one. But anyway, it ships all the way down. Regardless, let's take off and see, hopefully, that it handles a little bit better, or at least equivalently, to our starter ship with all those upgrades.
Hello there.
Hello. All right, back in the hot seat, so we're going to undock, and we're going to take off, and we're in a medium ship now. Okay, so let's just head out slowly, shall we? And we're in the dock, so slow is relative in here. And we should speed up as soon as we cross the force field. There we go. So our acceleration is perhaps a little bit slower, but we are going to get a higher top speed. 300 and passing is still going. Okay, and let's go to F2, the external mode. Okay, now there is a way to do in the settings, you can have it so that you can look around the ship while it's actually doing this. But if I just go into F2 again, you'll see this sort of side-on mode, and then I can just rotate this around. In fact, we can just slow down to a halt while we do this, and you'll be able to look around. So there's our landing pad on the top, and here's the front of the ship, I assume, or the back. Yeah, that's the back, because that's the engines. And the front of the ship is here with our beam lasers, okay? And our bridge right there in the middle, I assume. Can't really see us waving, but no problem either way. And looks pretty good. And it's got my logo on the side, of course, so no real problems there. Back to F1 mode, and everything's tilted. And yeah, we seem to be... it's pretty good at pretty good in roll. It's about the same in yaw, and quite a lot better in pitch than our previous ship, so no problems there. And if we press enter, we should have an option as to what things we fire. However, in our case, we've got 2 beam emitters, and they're both on in the primary configuration by default, so that's all good. We've now got advanced satellites, and the first thing I'm going to do with that is just, first of all, find out where the wharf is again. It just came out of it. Here it is. We've already got a satellite near here. Right there. Okay. And can we actually destroy it from here? No, I mean, we could probably deactivate it, but what I'm going to do is just deploy another satellite here, and because it's going to be a higher range. So let's just zoom out a little bit. And we want to have as much of this as possible, so I think I'm going to go over here, sort of in the center of these, and let's hope we can get enough range. Now, I didn't mention this, but while we accelerate, essentially what happens with satellites is you get live information for a certain period of time anyway, and that's up to 5 hours after passing, I think it's 5 hours after passing a station or something along those lines. But with the satellites, you can get them continually, and that's good because our traders use that as information to go and get prices. And if you don't do that, eventually the up-to-date pricing information is going to run out, and if they're going across multiple systems, they're not going to have access to the information they need. So in this case, we're just going to deploy some satellites, and it's useful because then we can select other ships and see what's going on in various sectors as well. So I'm going to work my way around the highway at some point, but obviously not today, and I'm going to deploy these satellites. Let's come out of travel mode. Slow down. There we go. And this should be close enough anyway, and we'll just boost that way. Boost is quite nice, but that does use up shield energy quite quickly. Alright, so let's slow down. This should do. Let's see what the range of our satellite's like on the map here at Argon Prime. Press enter, deploy, advanced satellite, and it's done. So if we go onto the map now, we should be able to see a range. Oh, it certainly picks up Argon Prime, and it certainly picks up stuff over here, but it's still not quite big enough. So just for future satellites, you may need to layer multiple of them together. This one's fine, but you can have a look at the original ring. It's right there around the station. So a regular satellite is small enough for a single station. This one is large enough for a few if they're clustered together. So I might put one down here, for instance. And then we can go and have a look in different locations. For example, in Second Contact, we can probably encounter get most of them by putting it right here and getting all of those. Get the idea. Nothing worth going over other than that. Now, let's move on to missions. Now, the mission from our talkative boron friend is actually telling us to go to Second Contact Flashpoint. That's not too far from here. In fact, it's the next system across. So that should be pretty quick for us to get there. Is it second next system? It is. And it's right there. Okay, and that won't be too bad because that's just after coming out of the gate. We can just turn around and look behind ourselves. I've already been over there and explored. So there's a scanning factory and a food ration factory. So let's get on this highway and let's carry on with the mission. Now, I can appreciate... Well, maybe I just missed that a little bit. I can appreciate at this point, if you don't want any spoilers for the mission, yet you've seen all the tips and tricks first, so you've got all that available. And if you want to stay for the rest of the video to watch the part of the video where I'm going to go over a bit of the story mission, then feel free to. Entirely up to you. I just don't want to you to have spoilers when you don't need them. Over to that scanning factory. Alright, and in we come. Our speed is going over 3,000 because of these travel engines, so we are pretty fast already. And approaching our rendezvous, hopefully. So let's just drop out. And press Z to slow down. We definitely overshoot things. Okay, there we go. Yes, we have to remember to stop a little bit sooner than that. And it's going to ask us to capture a vessel, is it? Let's have a look on the map.
As you can see, I wish to escape the station via a chartered freighter. There are actually multiple ships involved, as to confound anyone wishing to track me. I would like you to protect any ship which should get into trouble.
Okay. I think I'm going to need a marine. It did say do the capture mission. And if I don't have a marine on board, I can't do a capture. So I'll see, but once it gets to the point where I need to capture, I may have to go and get a marine from a station. In any case, why don't we head over towards that, and let's see what it's like. So that is a Mercury Sentinel, and let's see what the mission says. Fly to it. So let's head that way. And we can boost as well. Or go into travel mode, either way. I should probably go into travel mode because, yeah, I want my shields for the future. Let's go a little bit closer with travel mode, shall we? That Mercury Sentinel is certainly heading somewhere fast. There we go. And with press Shift X, we should be able to match speed. And there we go. We're matching speed behind it. And if I press tab, we can just catch up a little bit. And there we are. And we should escort it, apparently. So, which probably means there's going to be an attack at some point. Yeah, so here are some ships that are coming after it. They've spotted that he's sort of slightly missing. And let's see if we can go and say hi.
Would you like some more?
May I need to boost to catch them.
The Boron is not on board that ship. Return to base.
Boron's not on board that ship. Well, yeah, too bad. I want to hit him with my guns. That's taking his shields down.
You. Sorry.
Well, some of his shields down. And the beam is just a permanent weapon, it looks like. So we'll use that to try and basically get rid of them. And there's only 2 of them, so that shouldn't take very long at all. But I would sort of prefer some kind of missile at some point, I think. Ooh, and our energy runs down quite quickly. Anyway, I'm going to kill these, and we'll come back once they're in their stellar grave.
That wasn't your best move.
Yes, it was. And we got given 10,000 for that little tiny guy we killed. The second one ran off somewhere. I never quite found out where he went. In any case, we are being asked to head back home to our, well, to our station. And we're going to go meet our Boron friend back at our station. Turns out he wasn't on that ship. He was on an independent transport. No idea where. You'd never really see him. And let's see you back at the base. Here we are back at our station, and we're going to get some docking permission. And we'll go up there and get close enough. Let's see how docking is in this new ship. Again, it's medium, so it should still be okay. Or at least fairly maneuverable. Just not quite as maneuverable as the other one. But we got the medium docking pads, so that's all pretty nice. Let's just head in. Why? Oh, my 2... Our ship's huge, so... I was just hitting the edge of the dock instead of landing. You gotta go higher up for these ships. Fair enough. Okay, and we should be landed. Now it says to head for the elevator when you actually dock, so we got crewmen as well. And our captain. Alright, so down we go. Let's go to Greyhound itself. There we go. And there should be an elevator around, just down here, I imagine. Yep. Okay, and we need to go and visit, presumably, our Boron. Manager's office is where our manager is, so I just want to go and check on him anyway. Let's actually go there, because we have assigned him. And here's our paranoid friend. He has an eye on us, or 3. Anything else we can do? No, just fire. Okay, that's no problem. He's going to have a benefit once we get to production modules, I imagine. But and he doesn't necessarily have all that many skills at the moment. Anyway, over to the science laboratory. Let's go speak to our talkative friend.
Aha! At last, we meet face to face. This installation is equipped for habitation of all races, and this room seems to be some sort of research area. I expect I could spend years poring over the data contained in these systems.
Is there anything I can help with?
Yes, I have already made some progress. There appears to be several things we can research at this facility. Please take a look.
Okay, so now it's saying access the research menu. Is that on my escape key or my enter key maybe? No, is it in here maybe? Research? Research? Is it on you? Nope, guess not. Where's research? Is it in here? Ah, there we go, research. Okay, so let's let him talk.
I personally find mention of this teleportation irresistible, but I leave it up to you to decide what we research first. Please note that these research items have certain requirements.
Yes, we're definitely going to go for teleportation first. Teleportation lets you move instantly from place to place, obviously, as you might expect from a teleport. But depending on the range, you can actually get to a point where you can jump through multiple sectors with it. Sounds good to me. So let's go for that first.
It appears some Terran technology was being used to research teleportation over long distances.
So start research.
I will let you know when I am done.
And that's going to take 10 minutes. All right, so nothing much for us to do now. Is there anything I wanted to cover while he's apparently researching? I mean, he's very good at it. He can just sit there and float while researching. Does he even get a good view? He does get a good view. It's like a corner office up here. Well, ish. Anyway, we'll come back once he's finished. And while he's researching, I thought, well, why don't we have a look at some production modules? Now, by default, you get energy cell and meat. We can actually get others from presumably the faction representative. But for now, why don't we have a look at whether we can actually use these to kick off some industry at our station. So if we drag this out, that was... oh, I need to assign another builder again. That's a shame. Except that we have that advanced satellite. So can I actually see a builder around here? Yep, I can. Select. So, yep, we've got a builder. Good. So can we drag this out now? Yes, we can. And this should snap to various points. Will it only snap to the dock? Interesting. So, yeah, we can't actually put it anywhere else. And, of course, that's right next to where I want. So we almost need a kind of connecting piece to the other sections first. So why don't we have a look? What will connect to these? Other modules? Base one, cross one, vertical. Cross? Can I connect these to anywhere? Why don't we just put one over here then if that's the case, or will it only go to those two? Looks like it's only going to connect to those two, so let's just put one right there. Okay, and then can we actually also get it to do the energy cell on top of that? Looks like we can also. I think you can actually also rotate these in place with right click. Yes, you can. So we can rotate that, drag it around, and hopefully snap back into place. No, maybe not. Why don't you snap? Let's just get rid of you and put you back again. I want it to go on the end rather than go. I want it to go outwards. A little bit of playing around is maybe required. Yeah, that's fine. As you actually rotate it with right click, it'll start showing you green lines when you're able to snap to certain positions. So just rotate it around until you get the option to snap right where it is, or, you know, close to, and you can just then move it around with left click. So yeah, we want the four-way cross and then maybe this energy cell production. And of course, you can connect other things to the end of this, but for now, let's leave it at that. We've selected our construction vessel again, and we're going to confirm the changes. Okay. So those changes may take a little while, obviously, because the station starts buying stuff in. I just want to make sure, just go to manage funds. Yeah, we want to make sure it has enough funds to actually do stuff. So let's just give it 500,000, and let's just increase this as well and confirm, and it should have everything it needs to actually for things to be done now. And the manager that I picked has 2-star in management. Didn't know that when I actually picked him up, but he seems to be okay, or he's picked it up when I actually assigned it. So fair enough, that's not a problem. And we've got our station building, at least a production module. So our research completed, and if we press escape now, I've put our boron friend onto the next one, which increases the range. And I think each one of these increases the number of sectors you can teleport. So I'm going to show you that. We're already at our dock right here. You can see by the number 5, mysterious number 5. I did get a great comment saying it's not 5. In our language, it means hope. If you don't get the reference, don't worry about it, but it's Superman. Yes, number 5. In any case, let's talk about teleportation. So if we go onto the map screen and zoom out, if we want to go over here to the Teledi defense platform, personally, you could fly over there, but now that we can teleport to it, we right-click, teleport to, and we're going to start, our user interface starts vibrating, and we're here. So this is an entirely different station. You can see on our map, we're no longer where we were. That's where our ship is. That's where we are right now. So we can head back, just right click and teleport to. And we arrive back at our dock. Fair enough. Pretty good to me. So each one of those levels, and this is Shift D to go back to your ship, each one of those levels will increase that still further. We've also got lots of other things that we can research. So we'll cover those maybe next episode and have a look at some of them. This first range will also take 10 minutes to unlock, but I'm not sure if that's going to go up as we go further up here in the research tree. But there are various mods we can unlock. So essentially, you can make mods for your own ship, and that will, you need to get a workbench, I think, sorted out, in addition to the crafting table, and that we need to unlock through research, I think. And then there is the module hack as well, so presumably they improve existing modules, but we'll see. And we'll cover that next episode. So I hope you've liked this one. We've got crystal mining, a few million credits, quite easy as long as you can find the white crystals. And the blue ones are quite good as well, don't get me wrong. Both blue and white. Purple are a bit, yeah, they're only about 1,000 credits each. May as well leave those. And you can find them in Argon Prime itself, so no great journey required. We've got our mission done to unlock teleportation and research on our station, and we've now also got the energy crystal manufacturing production module, whatever it's called. What's it called? Let's have a look. Plan build? Energy cell production module. Yeah. So that is going, although it will take a little bit of time. So resource needed, resource available. And yeah, we've already got some NPC traders coming in here to fulfill the requirements. So for 78 energy cells, well, we need 1,000 energy cells, but we've given it lots of money, so it should manage itself now that I have a construction vessel. And that construction vessel is gotten easily now that we have an advanced satellite in Argon Prime. So I'm going to fill advanced satellites around this ring, and maybe even some of the internals. And then maybe I'm going to go and swap these beams out. I don't quite like the beam lasers. They're alright, but you have to be really accurate permanently, and they overheat quite quickly. So I think I'm going to go back to either pulse or ion blasters or something along those lines, and we'll see how well they do in combat as well. So we'll see you next episode for some more X4. Not quite decided where we want to go from here, so if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below about particular areas you're having problems with, and by all means we can look at it. From here, however, the station, we're just going to be assembling more and more bits and pieces and seeing if we can actually fulfill things. One thing in particular we could do is bring some miners over here, now that we've got some funds, and tell them to mine for the station and see whether, they can just bring in lots of cargo for us to sell, or make into things. Seems like a reasonable thing to do, doesn't it? One slightly disappointing thing I will mention in this episode, that mission for the boron to get it here seems to be the end of the mission. It doesn't seem to go any further, or at least that could be a bug, but it doesn't seem to go any further. As soon as teleportation unlocks, he's not talking again. Now that may seem like a good thing to you. It's sort of. So I don't know whether it's going to be patched in the future or whether the story will continue into DLCs. Don't know anything about it yet. So I'll do some more research, and if any of you have heard anything, feel free to put it down below for everyone else to look at. And of course, feel free to speculate onwards. It does seem a shame that the mission stops here. It'd be nice to know more about what this station entails and what it actually is. Alright, so if you liked it, give it a thumbs up below. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and you can click on the bell to get notifications here, or you can follow me on Twitter at Greyduster. The notifications will go either of those two methods. YouTube can sometimes be a little bit unreliable about notifications about these things. Do remember that I don't just do X4 videos, so if you're interested in others, you can look at them on the channel. I've got a couple of modded Minecraft series going at the moment, so RW Temer's Ultimate Alchemy mod pack, for instance, and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to look at those. And of course, as always, keep the comments going. Talk to each other and make the game a little bit better. As always, guys, thanks for watching.